It's real easy to express how much you love about Julio Jones's game because when you watch him perform, you see a little bit of everything. You see speed, you see strength, you see the power with the run after catch.
Let's go.
But what you don't see is the work he puts in during the week. And you also don't see this. A #1 receiver, one of the best in the league, that doesn't act like a diva.
On second down, here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about... And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's tough. On the road, looking to set the tone, having a nice drive, and then you throw the pick.
Not the payoff that you expected at all. That type of other team for a chance to score themselves.
4 down.
The first QB here for Todd Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. On first and goal, Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
He's going to get it running right.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Going to take a first quarter lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Buying time, he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done. Gets ready to head back onto the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Ready, black 25.
The drive will by Devontae Freeman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down for Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Come through there on 4th down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
I'm coming.
Ready,
58, right over there. Yeah.
ready, go.
Now Ryan on 1st down.
Let's go.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline.
Hey, wait.
They cost themselves some yardage there.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to look deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Done. 180.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
After the interception, here's gone. Rolling to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
I'm coming for you. You might.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Again here on first down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 36 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
One thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker.
Shotgun snap for gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Outside's coming. Outside's coming.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both failed.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2-to-1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3-to-1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10. 35-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Tuesday.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And Dominican Sue makes the tackle.
I know you felt that one.
20.
It's Freeman. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Hey, express.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Slam.
Now a 10 takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That's it,
I know
baby.
the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Midfield now. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
And how about this, a fake? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, it's Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it. Yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat. People are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
4 down.
On second down, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a touchdown. Falls incomplete. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Devontae Freeman. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's tough right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
Hey, let's go.
Way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Falcons on
Hey,
3rd down. Just
54,
1 for
set.
3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He finds Coleman. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Yo, Trip is here, baby. Yo, Trip is here.
Tevin Coleman, 52 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. So that drive, 4 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pushing through the contact. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Falcons now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
Possessions, some are worse than others. You have empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down here and punch it in on you,
We got 4.
that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Watch the edge.
Value 1.
45, 45, 45 is Mike, 45.
What's that?
Here we go.
Value 3. Value 3.
Push it back to Gurley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
45.
17. 17.
Gone. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Blue 80. Black 25.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Wide 25 Sadat.
Big stop. Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Let's go.
Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3
Let's go.
Now Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone.
He wasn't ready.
Touchdown,
He wasn't
Atlanta.
ready.
Devontae Freeman from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
But we already
Without a doubt, it's trying to move in one direction, and whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to swing by. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. You better believe he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Carry number 10 for Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
We got 4.
They're trying to pick up the first for Gurley. And he's going to have the First down at about the 38.
Check 31, check 31. Hot, hot,
Each
hot,
team
hot.
has its own terminology. Some people call
Here we
it
go, fellas, here we
jumbo,
go.
some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense.
Super
but the goal
66.
line offense that time getting it done. TJ Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there.
Goff now looks to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. 62 yards. For 6.
There we go, there we go, there we go. That's a touchdown, that's it. There you go.
Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Single, 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 single. Mosi, Mosi.
Ball is gone. And this will be caught.
Got you, boy.
As they
I got you,
convert
boy.
here for 2. And around the goal line,
Here they come,
especially
here
on
they come, here they
two-point
come.
tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand
Hey,
how
let's
you get
go.
the ball to him
20,
a little bit.
20.
Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long
we are.
handoff?
Yeah.
Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackle. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed
Left.
1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Wait, wait.
3 down, 3 down.
Let it go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
Check that.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready, Blue 80.
Gonna wedge that, huh?
Ryan. Powers ahead at the 45. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running
Hey, let's
every
go.
route well in the route tree and getting better
22.
at it all the time. Really
Watch
honing
left.
his game.
Watch left.
They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move.
Let it go.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Back him up, back him up.
Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ryan now 7 and 10 in his first down. Here's Ryan. Looking outside, and he's got him in. That's Freeman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Odd, 5 down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. We We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I'm going to hit you all.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't worry. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot. You got to try and find some space for your opponent because you don't want him backed up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go.
Exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up the 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. He's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
And he'll wind up losing yardage. Yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down.
Play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly. He's got a man. Complete. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up the
play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Pressure drops off as they look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the side. sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
4 down, 4 down.
Not. White 20.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
3 down.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Get him! Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now Ryan on second down. He's just going to dump this one up to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
We got three, fellas.
Operating from the gun.
I got two.
Finding the tight end Hoover. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
It brings up 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And for the second time tonight, field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. Here we go. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said...
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4.
Point fake here on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Twos.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15.
Here we go.
Finding Cooks on a big play. 43 yards. So
Maverick
now
ball.
following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
5.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Keanu. as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Now I have to admit, Parker, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
180!
Off on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Woods the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense.
Here we go.
Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, 4 down.
Hut! 120!
45, 47.
Play fake, and it's gone. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, the end result, quarterback gets hit.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
First down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go for that moment of truth to get the play on the football.
He goes underneath to Freeman, and he's going to be taken down right at the line.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's
No
go.
play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
The Falcons will call up. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, first I thought that might have been a bobbled snap, but as it developed, it wasn't. They designed that fake Probably wishing they would have kicked it.
Certainly that was not a bobble because we've seen that before, haven't we? You know, and they have a code word. Oftentimes that means move outside, right? They try to
They got his man complete.
Easy work.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Mike, check.
They'll fake the deal. Now gone.
We own them.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Here we go.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now gone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Four down.
Back to the air, Goff on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, long. Hits into his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
You got him.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line.